imagine you're restrained.
Yeah, I am actually. It's really hard. It's like when people give you a button, it's like don't push the button.
You push buttons, don't you? I mean, just in the game. I told her, get the orb and get it to me. What happened?
Okay.
She gets the orb and gets it to me. I mean, like, pure button push right there. Distract yourself. Don't push the button. Alright. So, last session, that was a while back. That was when you had dealt with Taylor and her henchman. Yes, Tay-Tay and her henchman. We're doing well. Oh my god.
I think you can use that one on.
Yes, had dealt with the ritual to bring Taylor into the world. Had gotten yourselves all pretty bloody and beaten. I think, was Arabin down pretty low even by the end of that? Or were you, I think you were still fighting.
I think you were the best.
Yeah, you were still fighting fit, yeah. That's fighting fit compared to everyone else. I think everyone was hurting by the end except maybe Chip.
No, I think it was like.
Even Chip was hurting.
I was hurting. I was pretty sure I got hit by fireballs and other stuff, and I didn't.
Yeah. There was a couple of spheres of fire held around, but everyone was basically crashing out from exhaustion by the end of that. I'm assuming not just in the middle of the stoned area of where you were. There were loose term beds in that other room that you probably all.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I still have the map if we needed that, but
where we spent a long time investigating the fire.
yeah, fire, but not a great deal. But yeah, so you all managed to fitfully is probably the most apt word. Get a fitful night's sleep as sort of about midway through your long rest.
Now we're all
Yeah, we're all I'm not in here with you, you're in here with me. Yeah, about midway-ish through your long rest. It had been, you'd been restless for most of the night, but you all come to, but it's kind of like an in-between of waking and dreaming, and as you wake up, it's on a rocky and flagstone floor, night sky, open night sky above you with a bit of cloud or fog around. You can make out the shape of like rough, jagged kind of like mountain edges in a ring basically around you. That's where you all come to. Like you all, as I said, it's sort of like in the middle of like a hazy wake up, asleep
So like
kind of
groggy
situation. Yeah, a little bit groggy, but all your faculties are with you. It's not like you're disadvantaged on anything at the moment. It's more just not like waking up and you're like, like when you went to sleep, it was a cave roof above you. Like
But there
a
was still
hollowed out
people
cave.
fighting around me when I went to sleep.
Yeah. But yeah, there was the cave roof if you passed out there, and it had been a rough done floor. But you were definitely in a cave, not where you seem to wake up, which is open sky above you with the stars just like wide, like as far over the thing that you can see. So it feels like it's quite a high elevation. If nothing
Are
else.
we?
Is in Mount
until we were in view, even if like far over there was.
No. So this is like, think of you're in the center of
Okay.
a ring of mountains
Volcanic.
around you,
Like crater.
or like
Yeah.
jagged stone around you. But at that distance, if it was just jagged stone, it would be this big, whereas it's like almost like mountains basically around the outer edge of it. That's a distance of like a couple hundred feet, 300-400-ish feet. And there's like a quote me loaf, there was fog crawling over the sand. Frogs crawling over the sand. But no, there's like a little bank of a fog kind of probably about knee-ish height, so you kind of like as you sit up, waking up, it's sort of like around you, midwest sort of thing. You rise out of it kind of thing and like take in your surroundings of where you are.
And my true sight reveals nothing or anything like that. Like nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing out of the ordinary nearby, because that's within 10.
Yeah, so it's like 15.
Within
15, David.
Sorry, within 15? No.
Can I sense any presence or anything?
You can give me. What presence are you looking for? Are you just looking around, or are you trying to figure out where you are, or are you what's?
Looking around first.
Okay. So just having a see if there's anything that's.
Yeah, and sort of like seeing if there's eyes watching you, kind of.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Can give me a perception and an insight.
Perception and an insight.
Can I just do a head count? Make sure we're all actually here.
Yes, everyone is present.
Okay, so perception, I'll say 18. Insight's a 10.
Okay. With a 10, you don't get the feeling of eyes watching you. But with an 18, you do spot that there are like, now that you're starting to, like, your eyes are starting to adjust to like the outer shape there, probably about, so it's probably about 100 feet from where you guys are. You feel like you're about dead center if you look as a ring around you. About 100 feet in front, and then as you notice that, it's sort of like every, I have to do the math real quickly.
How many
Been a minute.
boards?
No.
Pie.
Yeah, it's circle math. I'll be precise, but yeah, there it's not hard. Yeah, almost. No, not quite. I'll be precise. Every sort of like 24 degrees the whole way around. So basically about there each way around. There is a archway with it's a very faint, like, in the mist you can see like a faint little glow, like, emanating at the bottom of the
Each of them?
of each archway. There's 15 in total.
Okay.
I really got math, so I would never figure that out.
Yeah, I was like, I have to work out how many 360 divided by 15 is. But yeah, you spot, and then you like clock another one, and they're about 100 or so feet out from you.
And the archways are like built into like this.
No, they're sort of like freestanding.
Okay.
Yeah, they're standalone.
This is giving like the never-ending story.
It's been a minute since I've
Just have the song in here somewhere.
He died
Well,
like
that's-
straight away. Like, you have no emotional connection to that fucking horse.
Everyone does.
Oh yeah.
It's
Everyone has
brutal.
emotional connections back and forth.
Okay, well, not
Yeah.
everyone.
We'll see. We'll see.
So who's dying?
The Chip's gonna walk up and examine the nearest archway to him, I guess. Is that
Pick a direction.
Work
Because
in the
they're all
middle of the
about.
sun.
okay, yeah, fair
They're
enough.
all that even.
North.
North. Okay.
Oh god, he's got that 1 feet.
Hmm.
He's got that 1 feet.
Good turn.
It'd be funny.
I just say okay. I'm just saying north. I just feel like dead set. Just walks. He just walks straight up. To
Yeah,
wherever
north
the
is
thing
the way
Whatever
I
you're
face.
facing, you're just
What time is it?
So if you just basically walk straight north. Okay, that would be. Who would put themselves at the top?
Go on.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's going to put it at the top. So as you walk up to that one, the fog kind of like clears around it's parting around you, sort of like a cloud as you're walking through it, kind of thing. And as you get up to that one and sort of stop the glow there at your feet, it's very dull, like it's not a vibrant one, but it's just enough to give something under there. It's a. You can see that it's it makes shape of a shield with like multiple different like weapons arranged
Okay.
behind it, kind of situation.
Okay, to see if I would have any understanding what that means.
Religion check.
Religion -2. Ooh, 13, not too bad.
13 total. Okay.
Yeah.
You recognise this as it's God Pariel's symbol.
Okay.
You've not really dealt with him, but he got like any effigies or things you've seen or heard of, basically to do with him. He make it, whether it's him making it out or some of his followers or anything. Like he's the big top dog, kind of in the way. But he's pretty much the god of.
I'm pretty much ignoring that. I'm going to pretty much the arch to my right and see what's written on there.
So just like keep
Yeah,
going.
just going to keep going.
I go the opposite
I
direction.
was going to say, I'll go any closer.
It's like do. So yeah, basically like as you walk around to each one, I'm assuming you would have told them, like yell out to
Yeah,
the
sure.
others, or would you? Yeah.
I at the moment doing my own thing, so I
Okay, that's fine.
I'm at the moment. She's just sort of like not.
Yeah. So
He's just looking for a way out.
to the right with the same sort of role would be Furani's.
Oh, cool.
Who's usually the well, I'll go off the 13 still.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the maiden, basically, like love, light, life. More to do with humans, like people and civilization. He was more about protecting overall and retribution and that sort of jazz.
Can I detect magic and see if I can detect any magic that I can even like disable or live?
Oh, okay, yeah. You can cast Detect Magic. It's within a. Are you doing it ritually or are you doing it just cast this? But okay. So 10 minutes for that one, and then are you just going to walk around because you've got it for X amount of time, and then you'll just. It's like within 30 feet. So you basically yeah. So where were you headed? So basically, as you go around to each one, you would. Notice that they're all the symbols of all 15 of the gods of the world, basically. It feels like, for you, where it would be, where your one would be the one you're looking for, would be directly opposite where Chit first went to. Yeah.
Dead south.
So
Dead south.
Oh, this is good.
I'm just
Dead
going.
south.
I'm just going to go contact patron. Just
That's
be
fair.
like,
That is fair.
it's like, how do I get out of here?
Alright, so how does the contact other planes work?
You always have contact other plane
Yeah, I
prepared.
still have that stone from when I was in the pit. The contact stone. For
Oh!
barman.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you would. Yes, you would still have it.
Ring him up.
My card.
Okay, yeah.
that.
Yep, it is. Alright, there'll be a few all over the place. Okay, so how does this one work?
For Richard, one per long rest, I can spell a spell from without.
Yep.
It's
The spell read.
Who can find their arch first?
I found mine.
You mentioned the demigod, blah blah blah. You must ask a question before the spell ends. DM answers each question with one word, such as yes, no, maybe, clear. If a one word answer would be misleading, DM might instead offer a short phrase.
But
alive.
I have found the.
I asked the 5 questions.
So the first one being?
I love that one.
Is one of these archers a way out?
Not Squid Game, but the other one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Facts. That's what it is. It's not that.
Okay. Is your archway the way out?
It's a way out, I'm guessing.
In a way.
Why are you wasting my time?
In a way.
What makes you think that?
I got better things to do than listen to you. That's why.
Must be pirate.
Better things to do than have the means to take your revenge?
What part of my entire personality has shown I'm interested in direct revenge? When you first gave me powers, the first thing I did was run away.
If you didn't want revenge, then why did you send the head back?
And pretty much I just also cancelled She joins the.
Hang on.
She joins
Nope!
there with complicated feelings about what he's done.
How many questions? Was that 4 questions?
That's
It was,
5.
it was 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5.
Yeah, he got 5.
There you have 5 questions, yeah.
That's casting contact with other players. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty much just going to go from arch to arch until I can figure out the one that's his.
Okay. Give me another religion check as you just. I'll give you advantage on it.
Yay!
Because you kind of know what you're looking for there. You kind of get the vibe of what you're looking
That
for.
is
there.
a natural. That is a altered 3.
An altered 3. Amazing. Alright. Let's see this.
See, I cheated to fit a word in there.
Right.
At the end. Technically, if you include jargon and slang, it's technically a word.
That's fine. I mean, you could have reduced
No.
hey fancy
No.
barman to
No!
hey Orbex.
I couldn't remember his name, I had to call,
That's fair. No, that's
compliment him, he's got to help.
that is fair. That is fair.
Fits character.
You get back.
Is that a solid jelly in that one?
You kind of like a little bit. Groggy's like, I was sleeping. Sounds like you're in the seat of the gods. Unsure
Okay.
how you got there.
Can't wait for the Google. So
There's probably a reason.
So
super helpful as always.
I can't respond.
See you soon.
Oh,
That's regards.
so would comprehend languages work on these symbols?
These are more like
They're more like
their symbols.
Yeah.
Like if you think of like a
Like their sigil.
like
Yeah, it's all
sigil,
written
basically.
language as well,
Yeah,
just
if
like-
anyone watched Sandman, sigil style situation.
Yeah. Damn.
That's what it seems to be being. Okay, so 1, 2. You were looking for thingies. You're down south. Found his. Very recognisable because you have a coin that has the exact same skull with horn.
Wow,
situation.
what a coincidence.
Yeah, you're like, I know this one. This looks familiar.
Yep.
Was there anyone else wandering around other than Chit, just or doing
I want
anything?
to turn into an eagle and do a bit of a
Sure.
lap around.
Those
see
are
what I can
Steven's
see.
thinking.
Yeah, he is. Sure. How high up you want to go?
Stop being the
Not as high as whatever you're thinking.
No, that's fine. I know. I just want to do you want to go up to try and okay? Do you want to go up and just try and see from a
The lay
point
of
of
the
view
land.
over the mountains, or do you want to go like out to the mountain edge and like circle and like come back, or go
was
out
thinking
over a mountain? Or
Circle's getting bigger. But
Circle-
probably
so-
high enough to see
so
over.
basically like a
Even
cone
smiling
kind of like
Yeah.
climb up. Okay.
That.
So as
Well, the reverse one.
as Eagle Arrowman,
It's more of a plummet.
as Eagleman, Eagleman, Arrowgle. Either way works. Yeah, as you like transform and then you like cycle out,
Oh,
you're like climbing. It is getting colder as you're like getting up there, and you're like, oh, this is a fair height up. Like I'm going up off the ground.
Should have chose the condor.
Well, no, it's like going up off an already elevated point, and you're not sure how elevated it is to the rest of the world. It's like, okay, yes, it's getting quite chilly up here. And as you are like circling,
How'd it grow up there?
as you are circling like wide, as you're like coming towards the mountains, you can see that they are like, as you're getting closer, they are. It's not snow-capped, and you were like, okay, up this high and this cold, it really should be snow-capped. But as you are looking down, there is vibrant lights down below, and like little, I'm talking like a couple of 1,000 feet down, and probably could be a city down there. It's quite vibrant, and it's kind of like on the side of the mountain basically, and then out beyond that there is just from like without trying to perceive anything, just like catching it as you're like flying past it basically, like not unless you want to stop and actually try and perceive, but just the flyby, it's basically like an expanse of desert around you. And there is like, it's almost like it's when you're up that high compared to where it is, when you're looking out over, it's probably it would be, from where you can see, like almost like it's set in a basin. But then it's like the basin's sort of like out here, you're here, or like
Which
a
heading is
crater.
the city?
or
Is
a
that
basin.
now north, south, the city?
It would be, I'd say it would be north-south facing. So it's basically like a strip, basically, or like, yeah, that would be your best guesstimate from this height. There's like other little pockets of like light scattered in the desert, but they're like pinpricks of light, basically. Whereas down below, because you're that much closer, it's like quite a bright, probably bustling city at some point.
Can I See if I can perceive anything further.
Sure, give me a perception check.
You fly lower.
You'd have to fly down.
I mean, alternatively, alternatively, blue whale.
I mean, a full damage caps at 20 d6, so
See?
Technically, if I cast level
16.
16. You don't make out much like extra below. You can definitely see like when you look back at your friends towards the center there, you can see them like moving around near the lights and the shapes there. And you'd probably see with 16, you'd see about six of the 15 that are starting to they're glowing a little bit brighter than the others. They're like it's just like a crackling kind of glow a little bit, like under the fog.
Do we notice this glow starting to happen on the ground?
Yeah.
As he's like circling up, because he's in the higher point, like obviously Calliope would see her, the one in front of her, glowing a little bit brighter because she's there.
Yeah.
Chip would eventually find the one that is an eye. It's like a kind of half closed, half open eye that has like almost like a Celtic but all around it, but it's not just a straight pattern, it's more like barbed tentacles.
Yeah.
Can you
That's-
roll which one would that
That's
be?
on branding.
wait. Sorry?
But if I walk through the arch, there's nothing.
Walk through, it's just nothing. It's just a
Why?
ornate stone arch that's like, it goes up 50-ish feet high. It's not like a doorway, it's a
Proper
Oh,
big.
So pretty much I'm going to try the same thing. I'm going to try to just walk through my arch.
nothing at the moment.
Practically the moment that nothing happens, I practically do an Eldritch Blast and fire out like the stone on the arch in frustration.
That's
On your god's arch.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Ben?
I was saying round from 15, where's everyone's doors positioned that we would know of?
Okay, so
Yeah, would
Real
you get like
fucking
a
good.
certain pool to stop at? It's an arch, I guess. Just seeing if Jared will get a pool to stop at an
Oh,
arch.
to a
because
certain
he's-
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just
get you.
looking and checking the symbols, I guess, and seeing if he recognises anything.
Shall would be.
That door's just got to be in the middle, just.
that's fair. Does not.
Which one do you want?
Okay, so that
So
was
I
that.
fly back down, turn into.
Araman.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just let the others know what I saw.
He's here. Okay, let me just.
So the city far again.
A long way up.
It'll be best if you do the thirds of fives.
So,
Maybe if we all
Yeah.
stand
Kind of
under
pattern.
our
Yeah, if you go
archways
top
at
to
the same
back, so that
time.
would be 5 in each. So that
It's
Yeah,
hard to
okay.
Yeah.
set something up.
yeah. That'll probably yes.
Also, like, is no
Thank
one
you.
like confused as to how we got
I am.
I'm confused.
I do like it, but it's also like, what the
My
fuck?
character is just like happy to be there.
Geo would be trying to figure things out. It's just like
It's only going to be rough because I just need to get a rough idea.
I mean, me as human, yes. Me as Clappy, does not care.
well, you found
It's
your
like, what the adventure?
Chip just wants a way out. He doesn't care about anything else.
So, I don't
Clappy
like
is very calm.
I just have to look at all of their names again so that
But you grew up in a magic shop.
so I can map where they would be.
Do you know how I got here? But I'm here now. It's okay.
I was gonna say, if you draw this out and send it to us in the chat, we can just pin it as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
At some point.
Actually, you would only do 4 between each one. Not
Yep.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. So that'll be 5, 10, and 15. So that
Yeah.
is 5.
So then there's
I did right.
Oh my god,
Where the tributes.
wow. Come on in.
So yeah, they can't
Who do I have
technically be
to find
directly across, but
You get the idea.
yeah, I get the idea. And so no, sorry, not directly south. Only because I'm now mapping it out. You would be that direction.
Yep.
4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Which number?
1, 2, 3, 4.
In between
6.
4 and 5, or 4 and 3?
6. Math. I really should have drawn this one out in my fucking head earlier, but I failed to do so. Okay, that's where I can go to that other page that I did before. I slightly saved myself. Because I wrote down.
Close enough. Now to draw the pentagram.
Yes. Hang on, where did I mark it there? Okay. Easiest way to fucking map it.
Same to she had a great time.
She is.
Yeah, it's her first time ever. She was scared she would die. Okay, good. Like,
Hey, don't attack an apple's cards.
especially Ginger. Oh my goodness.
You never mess with the gingers.
Of course. He
Fingers.
was so angry. She was like, oh, actually, I think it's lying. Yes. She's like, oh, but Bailey knows I'm lying. I'm like, that's not the point. She's like, oh, okay. I'll do that next time.
There we go.
Great.
Okay.
She's like, oh, the options are fine.
Alright. Okay, yours will be at 6.
6.
12. With that, no, that would be. Thank you.
I'm gonna throw hands.
No, sorry, 5, not 6. My bad.
Did it on purpose.
Oh, that's fine. 10, 11, 12. There we go. Sorry, fucking messed up.
Mine was actually 6.
No. That one was right. 5. 5 for. Okay, Ivy's at 5,
Mm-hmm. Sure.
basically.
Cheers.
I will say. Yes, you've got most of it there, but it will probably make no sense until people know names and things. However, there's that.
Yup.
So,
Yes.
now I can do Calliope. Is that 5? Chit would be standing at
Oh, one's
No.
starting there.
8.
They are no way near opposite to each other.
If you just spin it slightly.
Because once I mapped it out, I was like, nope, that doesn't work.
Yeah, making a circle in a circle.
Yes.
There are 2 pillars between them. 2 archers.
Yes. Yeah, 2 archways, basically. Just be over there. 15 was the first one that Chit walked up to. Would anyone be looking for any other one in particular?
I'd be looking for mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
Do we
Pretty
get
sure
a
that
gist
was
of
the
what's
design.
happening though?
Yeah.
I'm getting enough of just carving my name into the stone. I'm trying to gather
This is
some
now
sort of.
mine.
I'm trying to do something to get some sort of pissed off reaction from something.
What
That's
number-
fair.
Wait, what number is
Smite.
it?
Sorry.
8. 8.
Eight.
Yeah.
I'm getting you.
You'd be standing at 4,
Yeah.
Bailey.
Yes.
The life he was 5
I
wasn't
know what
it?
it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I mean, there's a distance. If you look at like a pie with different like distance-wise, there's still a bit of
There's a
distance
bit, yeah.
between yours. Consider if you look at 100 foot out, and then you come around to this there, that's probably still like 50, 60 feet apart.
Do I have to take like a quick picture of this chart?
Yeah, I did put it in the chat as well. But
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
okay.
it's in the chat here.
Okay.
And the person who doesn't have a god, do I feel a pull to any of them? Specifically?
you did send me a thing
I did send you a
a
thing.
little while back.
I didn't get a response, but I sent you a thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Whoa!
No, because I was like, oh yeah, I'll include that, and then probably just never mentioned that I'd include it. 10.
10 for
I was
dental?
pretty sure that's what we had discussed.
Hope so. A while ago.
Do we want to go around the table for what people are doing?
I'm at my arch.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if
10.
we're doing
Yes, 10. Jared would be looking out for his.
Yeah, I'll be seeing if I can figure out a connection between any of the symbols and then like if there's a pull to a certain one.
Oh, okay. Then yes, yours would be 12.
I just realised he's been saying a pool and not a pool, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what God has the pool with them.
I mean, of any of them, Malice would probably have the pool because he's the elemental god.
Yeah. Within a
Although a couple of the others could probably
Yeah,
become
but
pools at some point.
Do I find a connection with any of the symbols? Like, do any of them sort of, do I recognise them from my travels or anything?
Give me a religion check. And I think
Two.
the only
That's a
one that
5.
a 5.
Because I
Um,
can't.
The only one that Arabin had any kind of. I think I'd shown you the list once, and you were like, yeah, that would probably work. Was up at 14, but it wasn't like a I pray to them or anything, but that was where where Arabin would have felt that moment with the beasts.
Is there a correlation between the glowing and the where we're
Yeah, pretty much the ones you were all pulled towards are the ones that were just slightly starting to glow.
What number were you?
What level?
What number?
12. Sorry. What level?
I'm at.
Yeah. So yes, 12, 14, 8, 5.
10.
12, 14, 8, 5, 10, and 4. What did you roll on your perception again? 16.
yeah?
Okay.
That's what I was. Does that still count?
Yeah, no,
I'll
that,
take it. Actually, that's a good number.
yeah, no, that
Yeah.
was me just having a thought of one other thing, and I was like, would that, but no, 16. So.
Are there anything else in the arches, or is it just like the symbols on like the front side of it?
So the symbols is basically like it's probably like a 10, 15 foot wide. Almost looks like as you guys are looking at it, it's kind of like a stone set or a plate
like
set
a
into the
round
ground
arch, okay.
in front of the archway. And there's just like a slight step, 1 or 2 steps up to the archway. It's kind of like a raised only, sort of high sort of situation. And the symbol is kind of like a plate in front of it, basically.
Clavia's gonna slice herself open and bleed off everything. Hope for the best.
When in doubt,
bleed
It's a blood sacrifice.
When in doubt, bleed it out.
Should just be more of a vandal is just chipping at the symbols, trying to wreck them up.
Yep.
That's fair. Your Eldritch Blast don't seem to be... They're having impact, and you see like bits of stone just like flaking off, but it's... Whether it's like already repairing itself every time you blast hits, and it's, you're like, it's letting the frustration out.
I see that, and that's why I started using my knives and hope that maybe not using the magic will do something.
Yeah, I mean, you
You like trust the
hitting a
shitty
little
knife
bit.
and just like trying to dig the crap into this rock.
Yeah.
Again,
So,
write
like,
my name. I start trying to tear out the eye symbol and so that's just wrecking it up.
Yep,
I want to complete deface this holy art.
No, that feels about right. That feels like a chip thing to do. Even though I just want to mark them so I'm positively sure I know where I'm standing when shit goes down.
So when she goes down.
When shit goes down.
Okay.
That's alright.
Getting the lives in their specific life.
I mean,
My
like,
patron
one
should know what he got
month
into. I'm sorry.
It is
It's not, but
biodegradable.
Well,
of,
like, you
of,
are
any,
analysing
of
these
any of
things.
them.
Hey, he gave a random con artist magical powers. It's his own damn fault.
I'm terrible.
And not to blame himself, he chose me. Not a cleric, not a paladin. He chose
Yeah.
me.
He did. It was not Chip's choice.
He does sound like,
Next door.
yeah, probably is.
Oh, it's probably the guy bloody. Yeah, too bad.
Shut up, Grandma, I'm trying to sleep.
I'm just going to forget names so that I can fuck it up. I'm not. Come on, internet, please.
Do you want my internet?
No, it's fine.
It's satisfying, isn't it?
That's right. Abigail was still in this fucking party.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't like hers because mine's.
So he just wandered off the stage.
I'm actually way
Yeah.
over
What happened to the elf princess?
Who knows?
Not that
The rat
sold,
queen.
like,
Who-
before
who-
one's edge.
I had one as well. I had like
I
a
even tried to
Wow.
speak to him for a
Left
very
and it
long
burst
time.
on the first.
Damn.
Stressful.
Yes. I just didn't have Shogun's name.
Oh.
And
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's-
because everyone else has been here for so
What
long,
colour?
I know the
Why?
names off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Shogun's, I'm still like, what is Shogun's name? Shit.
Just call him Shao.
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 Sheldon.
Shao.
Old man.
Shamwell.
Old fella. So yes, you do see that there's as Calliope's like as there's the defacing and as Calliope's like spreading blood on the one in front of her, it's like the glow does start to intensify, and then you both first think that maybe it's something to do with what you're doing to the things, like the frustration being taken out and the blood sacrifice, I guess we'll call it that. I'd say two points of piercing damage at this point.
Okay.
Just like, you know, it hurts, but
It's self-inflicted.
yeah, it's self-inflicted, but
I don't like how you said it this stage.
yeah. It's always at this stage. You always got to keep it on their toes. But there's a
So right, or rise it.
the fire doesn't
Yeah.
really hurt.
Yes, deeply.
Yeah, it's still seal the wound.
Eventually. Might take 5 minutes, but...
Yeah. It's just got
Or practically
resistance to
realizing
the
that I'm
fire.
getting some sort of reaction and again just like doubling down.
In doubling down.
And at this point I'm just full like chipping away at that crazy and every now and again like I cast mending on my knife just for it enough.
It reminds me of a child.
He's just
Oh
gonna
no,
like,
that's the rest what he's doing, he's
like
playing
hang
out.
on that circular thing
Yep.
and sit underneath
Meditate.
his arms
Yeah,
and meditate.
okay, that's fair. So yeah, you see like it's like a very faint flash, and if anyone was watching like around the ring, there's basically like 6 simultaneous flashes that all trigger.
Does like a passive perception or something?
Like 6 podiums flash at once?
Yeah, the
Sort of
6
get that out
the
of
6 sort of
life?
podium like around there just, and then it's like gone.
Oh,
But shit, if he doubles down on trying to
Who
stab
broke
at
something?
the
Yeah.
thing, you hear the.
What was he
channel,
using?
channel the voice.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot here that I've listened. I have to remember and get into each one, so it's fucking fun times. Are you right there?
Take me back to the cave.
In time, but do you have to try and deface it?
As he literally says this, I'm literally just cramming crazy like, take me back.
The child had a crucifix.
Like, walks over and puts a I think
I'm thinking of a youngest child right now.
I have to remember if I have any.
Trying to get their forms now as well.
Yeah. Trust me.
Yeah. It needs the search function.
It really fucking does.
Turn it into a PDF and do it that way.
Yeah, I really have to put a proper one down.
Is that on Google Docs?
No, this is on Google Docs. I can search for stuff, but I'm in this right section. It's just
Beautiful.
yeah.
It's okay, you don't make them.
So there's like a gauntleted kind of hand that like rests on your shoulder. Well, rests up on your shoulder. You realise it's from like a lower
A little.
position, like kind of like back shoulder.
Does it feel childlike or what's the
It feels like an adult hand, like calloused and like heavy with a sort of solidness to it. Like not childlike touch. It's more of like a like come on, you can ease up.
pretty much like elbows backwards to try and push this thing away from him in sort of frustration and anger.
Should I do an attack roll?
Yeah.
Like attack roll or just like try and force it away?
Just push like sort of like when you're like you try to do the whole hand shoulder swings angry from behind. You see them
Yep.
they just like try to shove them off through. It's just that. Like get the fuck off me! I don't want to be touched by you.
He like you feel as you like lead like push back like that, your arm collides with if you come down it kind of like collides with like a face or like a head
Or like the child.
but
Hey, it felt like an adult.
But it-
See,
but
he
it
said
doesn't-
it.
but it doesn't
There's a reason why I asked.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
reason why-
but it doesn't it's almost like an immovable object, like your arm just hit like a stone wall basically, and you push and you're like
And practically from that, the wind is a bit, and from that reaction, like the wind is a bit out of Chin's sails as a sort of realization. And he pretty much just turns around to look at like what's behind him.
so as he turns.
Do you look
He
this
looks,
way?
yeah, if you just look straight across, you see like across in front of you, and then as you like come down, because Chit's about what? How high?
He's like over 6 foot. Something like that.
Yeah,
It's like,
so
have it written here somewhere.
it's probably down to. I'm not 6 foot, so I couldn't tell you. But it's probably like chest's kind of
He's like me and
stomach
Sarah.
height.
You don't see her when you like.
Of an old not old, but a craggy faced dwarf.
Oh, dwarf. Okay, interesting. Yeah, actually, never wrote down how tall he is. That's weird.
Yes.
You get onto that.
So a craggy faced kind of dwarf that fully armored up, but with some odd-looking flails kind of like strapped across his back, and two like it almost looks like oil but animated in a coil shape, like hooked on his hips. But rough, craggy face, full black beard with like adornments of metal all through his beard.
Would Chit know that? Would Chit know who this is just by looking at him, or is it something he would have to still take some sort of guess towards?
As you look down at him and like take the face in, that same creeping, crawling up the back of the neck kind of sensation goes off worse than it ever has in Chit's whole experience with it so far.
Chip pretty much with that reaction drops his knife to the ground. It was like, what are you doing here? Like, what am I doing here?
What are you doing here? Why am I here? What's happening?
That's what we're here to discuss, lad. Well, let's chat. And like starts walking towards the center. Who wants to be next?
Yeah, go with the blood sacrifice.
With the scenery of the blood, you're like, yeah, this is working, and then there's like flashes like, dear, what are you doing?
I'm redecorating.
I can see that. I mean, red's definitely my color, but
Same.
2 minds. What do you want to do?
but what? Why?
You're here now.
And you were at the archway, or were you at the sigil on the ground?
The archway.
Yeah. So the voice is coming from behind you, and it's like, "What? Yes, I'm here, but it's not because of that."
Oh well, and I'll just try and help.
So as you turn to actually look at him after there's the voice behind you, well dressed in simple dark leather, leathers all over, long covering traveller's cloak that flows down with the like red on the interior of it. Plain but quite like an angular, not handsome Squidward style, but like more of like a chiseled with a salt and pepper close trimmed beard. Like doesn't look.
Like Dracula?
He's got a jawline.
I was gonna say Henry.
That kind of build, Cavill kind of build.
Right,
Yeah,
fantastic.
so
Absolutely.
Cavill kind of build.
It's going a bit like The Witcher.
Yeah, around that sort of style, but in like
More
what with the cloak on,
unchanged.
which girl wouldn't wear anything like that. But yeah, think that kind of bit with but is you've met an Asomar before? I know you guys have back in town. Is an Asomar, so there's like kind of like grey feathered wings that are kind of like tucked up behind him, and he's like leaning on a cane. Like a dark wooden cane with a brass topper. He'd let you hug him.
Yes!
Okay, that's interesting. I don't always get that reaction, but sure. Well, shall we go and speak?
Yeah. I've been waiting.
Oh, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
Don't know how.
My apologies.
It's okay.
Do you want to let go, or are we?
No, we'll go together.
This is.
You know, like when you're like when you're a child and like your feet are on like the dad's toes and like you're walking. That's how we're gonna do it.
Okay, yeah. So you just like, I mean, you how high is Chloe? How tall is Chloe?
She's like 5.
was gonna say high, but
No
very
one to
drunk
play.
now.
Like 5.
5. Okay, yeah, he's probably like 6'5", 6'6". So yeah, you're like up to. He's like, okay, I guess. And but like walks, and you're expecting like a bit of like a sort of like a awkward walk. It's like the most. Yeah, it's like the most comfortable stride that anyone like don't weigh a thing
Just
here.
confidence and everything.
Yeah, he's like walking with the cane, but there's no limp or anything to it. It looks more ornamental.
Great.
So it's a man of style.
He's a man of style. Of course he is. Yeah. Of all the people that's going to be the man of style, that's him.
Yay.
Alright, where are we feeling next?
Go any clockwise, I'll go.
You go? Okay. I just have to do the look up quickly. No, not that one. That one. Okay, so you're just sitting on the. Are you looking at the portal or are you?
And my eyes will be closed.
Okay.
He's like sitting underneath with his eyes closed.
Alright, easy. It's more of a softer voice that sort of comes through. It's like, and it's, child, it is good to see you here.
And he would then open his eyes. And would he be in front of it or still coming from behind?
So he's on basically where they appear was or where they kind of appear is on the
okay.
dial,
Okay.
the symbol place.
Cool. So
The one
behind me.
in the ground.
Yeah, the one in the ground.
I was wondering when we might meet again.
It's been a little time, but there's reasons you've all been brought here.
I figured as much. You don't usually make yourself known unless there's something important.
There's a few things in the works, but we felt it best to gather what cards we had and play them when we can.
Will the others be joining us as well?
Not all of them. This is a targeted approach, not scattershot. And we prefer some not knowing what is occurring.
Understood.
But
So-
we should discuss with your friends as well.
Oh, they're not my friends. Not
Harsh.
yet.
It's true, we've only
It's
just
true.
met.
In time. In time for all things. But in front of you is a are you've turned to look at, or are you still
Yeah.
so basically a male Aarakocra, so a bird person, with a sort of like a barn owl head sort of situation going on. Soft brown and white feathers all over. Really like very much like a lithe kind of like fit monk kind of vibe, body build wise going on. But you know, robes of blue and gold with tomes just like absolutely stuffed in pockets. Like there's just book in a holster, books in pockets, like little notepads and like
The scroll slots.
yeah, there's like scroll tubes
Oh my
and
God.
things on him, like messenger bags and just scrolls and things.
In Cossacks, you know how they got the coats with the little pins?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like large golden eyes that sort of look like if glasses were animated, and like a short little hooked beak, basically. But like it's odd humanoid arms, but with like feathers that like wings that kind of attach through that way.
As he steps down, he's just gonna hold his hand out expectantly for him to hand his cane back to him, because he would have appeared on top of the cane.
He would have. No, that was a gift. It's not mine to take back.
slowly takes it back and gives a nod and walks in front of him towards the centre of the group.
Yeah, so he follows up behind you.
Next on the list is Arab.
Araban's the next one around? So, I know Araban wasn't particularly, what?
I just realised something. I'm just being. No, that's not what I meant.
Well,
Way to make an announcement.
Thanks for telling us.
Araban wasn't necessarily expecting anyone to pop in for him, or just at all, other than the city glowing. But would you have been like looking at the portal, or like towards it, or just sort of
Investigating the glowing.
investigating the glowing? So yeah, pretty much like as you were looking at it, like looking around it, like what the hell is going on here? You see, like in that brief flash, like it's almost imperceivable. It's just like, there is, say, probably easily close to like 8 feet tall in front of you. So picture the horse legs that would accompany an 8-foot-ish tall horse. As like right in front of you, like, as you're looking at things, it's just like horse torso, like
Donkey boy.
chest sort of like thing with legs, with the horse legs at the bottom. And then as you like look up as it happens,
So
there's
giant
a
horse dog staring at
no, that's towards the back. No, this is a centaur in front of you. That large, broad-chested, with humanoid torso. With the horse part of the centaur is a huge dark brown and grey Clydesdale sort of size to it. So picture a Clydesdale with a muscular torso at the top of it. That's where we're sort of sitting on that. Large crown of like branches and thorns that are curling up out of its head, like a set of horns basically, like coming. If you think of a stag's horns, how they come out and thing, it's that, but like branches and
I was going to say
spikes
it's that with them and rotting where they like have all the twigs and stuff in there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's standing in front of you with like leather and bark kind of like armaments on his arms and across the torso, and like animal hide, like leathers and furs and feathers and sort of like all adorned across him, and scars and tattoos that are slightly glowing but like dulled at the moment. Basically, in front of like just popped in front of you this like 8-foot tall centaur.
What the? Who the hell are you?
My friend, and sort of like bows down, recognizing something in you of a kinship, if nothing else. There may not be praise or just worship in any way, but there is definitely understands that there's a kinship between you. Like you being one of you've literally just circled the place as a large bird. So feel some kinship at least. No animosity, not a threatening sort of code. Like for the size, it's not like a threatening imposition, pretty much. We have news to discuss and plans to decide on.
You brought us in?
We did. Me and my siblings. And like you see him like gesture to the other spots. That was our rifle that you noticed. Good trick too, by the way. It was nice ingenuity.
Been practicing.
So I've seen.
So why are we here?
We'll discuss with the group as a whole, I feel. I'm assuming everyone is speaking in similar conversations around our arena.
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 That's
No.
what he said.
No one else heard arena.
No.
Wait, Verena?
Said it at the start.
I thought
Seat is probably more apt. A centralization of our meeting, if you will. Don't worry, you're not. We're not here to hurt you.
Well, I'd like to know more about why we're here, so can we get started?
Of course. And sort of like steps, and you kind of have to like run to keep on with the giant
He's
strides of
walking,
the
you're
horse.
like
It's just like he's just a slow sauntering gait, and he's like just like
He's
a
got the
jump
swagger.
kicking up. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's just like,
Yeah, nice.
We only got 2 left. Who's the
I'm
next one?
next.
You wanna go?
Yeah, if we're going around in circles, yeah, Jared's next.
I was when we said clockwise, I was like, oh yeah, the table, and then
Yeah,
it
that's
was
what I
like,
thought too.
oh no.
I didn't know.
No,
I didn't know which way we were
okay,
going.
I
It was like,
thought
it was like
That's
clockwise. I'm like,
confusing.
okay, and then it was like Montana, Bailey, and I'm like,
Oh,
wait,
that's not
what?
clockwise.
I'm confused now. It's fine.
We also didn't go clockwise on the table.
No, we didn't either. It's fine.
We failed in 2 ways.
We failed in all the ways. It's-
On brand.
no, that's about right. That's just right.
Pardon me.
So Geode is next.
Yeah.
All right. In front of, I mean, you read some of all the stuff anyway because I had to bounce ideas off someone at some point.
These guys don't know.
No, I know, but okay. So in front of Geode, looking at portal, staring away.
Yeah, I'm sort of doing investigation.
The investigation around as well. So in the center of the the sigil for yours is a. You almost think it's a automaton or a dummy or something for a moment, and there's these like sort of like these 3 orbs that keep like rotating around it. It's just like completely featured.
Orbiting.
Yeah, orbiting like a neutron.
Yeah.
Like Big Bang Theory kind
Yeah.
of when they do the cut scene.
yeah, but then, yeah, that is pretty.
Yeah, so it first looks like a kind of grey automaton, just no features being in front of you, and then it kind of solidifies like the I would say, yeah, so plain grey robes on it, and then like white hair seems to like flow out the back but doesn't do much, and then there's just like no features across the face. It's like a blank face basically. They're like, the features are there but not
Yeah.
like anything. They're just like
This is the
basically
first time he's actually seen him
Yes.
visually, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Probably because there'd be a white, like a white or a golden orb, a more muted one, and then definitely like a grey mode. The golden one, like the brighter of the 3, goes into a sort of like a, seems like a socket that's like under the neck or in the neck, or like a opening, if you will. And then the figure basically like changes to, I just have to find which one it is now. So the face softens and goes like very youthful, very like plump skin, soft skin, blonde hair, like the hair colours from white to like a vibrant blonde, with coloured streaks that always seem to like shift through there, like blues, reds, purples. It's sort of like a streak that kind
Like the shimmering.
yeah, more like Rogue from X-Men, where there's that one streak
Oh,
of
okay,
white.
Yeah.
That, but it like red, and then another one blue,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then, but it'll like fade that one, and then like the streak will just basically keep shifting colours and keep shifting positions and things like that. With like white and gold sheer robes that just like sparkle in the even in the very pale like moon and starlight, it's just like a shimmering kind of like glittery gold, sort of gold and white. The right eye is present, like it's just a normal eye, but the left eye is like quite. It's almost like it's emitting its own light source out of the left eye. Sorry, right eye.
Yes.
Left
The eye direction
Yeah,
is what?
the left eye is emitting like a bright kind of light, and this is like a. It's bright, but it's not as.
Yeah.
And she sort of the figure speaks towards you. The other two orbs are still just like orbiting around. Ah, Geode, it's good to finally meet you face to face. And she's studying you as well as she's like looking in a curious kind of manner.
Are you the one that's been present with me all this time?
We are. We've been present with all of you. Always present. Salburn.
Why are we here?
To forge your paths is probably the best term.
Have we strayed? Unknowing still.
No.
I wouldn't say strayed.
Derailed.
Derailed, crashed and burned.
Burning shit fest. The thread is not broken, so I don't see derailed either. Our brother would love that joke. However, I think
Well, we do trains around here.
we're all running trains now. I think it's best. I think it's best if we all speak together. I'm not sure if I'm the best to be the forward-speaking one, but the others feel that I was probably the easiest for you to all compare yourselves with. I think that's how that goes. My sisters and like gestures at their orbs. I'm the least intimidating or fanciful.
Will your sisters be showing themselves?
We will have to show you for you to understand.
What do I need to understand?
Depends if you ask the right questions. But you should meet the others. I'm quite interested too. And she just like starts walking towards the center.
Okay, well, the others who, what? Do I see like other shapes like coming out of the?
Oh yeah, so as you turn to follow her, you see like each of them so far like coming back with a horseman with slight glow, a little stocky. You can hear the like clunk 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 of the armor as the dwarf is heading over. You see like a kind of wide, bulky shape, and you're like, huh? And you see it's kind of like two people sandwiched together, and you're not entirely sure what's going on over there. You're like, and then like over the side you see the old man is. It almost looks like he's leading a bird, humanoid that is walking. You're like,
I would turn up like,
fuck is? Yeah.
these.
Oh, our siblings.
You have more than.
Just like gestures at the ring of stones around you. Come, we have a few things to discuss. And last but not least, what would have Dental been doing around the...
So my idea, right, is that he wasn't really like looking for one specifically.
No.
He was just playing his little bongo drums and just happened to be walking towards one.
Stopped.
That's fair.
And so he just ended up at one.
The wrong one square over. I'm
like,
I'm
hey,
over
I'm
here.
I mean, either side of that, there's only one that would work for Dental. The other one, although it's good to see we have a mix of only one in the good side.
Oh,
Only one in the good side.
okay.
But that's what, out of the six of us?
Don't worry, there's some
It's
neutrals.
definitely me.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Cut yourself. Yeah, the ASMR in the group is the good one.
ASMR.
No, ASMRs are the offspring of humans and celestials.
Yeah.
Whether that be good or bad celestials, it doesn't matter.
Irrelevant.
But where you decided to sit and play the bongo drums,
Dental's giving us some gifts.
yeah. Would you be sitting like on the step? Like where
Oh
the
yeah,
steps go
I'm just in the middle.
because they're like with this thing being in front of you, basically. Like
I feel like I'd be sat on the edge with my feet hanging off, so like my back would be to the middle of it. You know what I mean? Like if this is the thing, I'm sitting on the edge with my feet like that, looking towards the center. So like the
so basically it's archway here, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like a little tiny platform there, and then there's like the stairs, like a couple of stairs there, right?
Yeah.
And then the sigil is here in front of the thing, and then that's the archway there.
I'm like here, looking that way.
Oh, so you're like sitting here, looking into the center, basically. Okay, cool.
'Cause I
Makes
wasn't
sense.
specifically looking for one.
Right, yeah.
Sitting.
You just that's where you felt like sitting.
Yeah.
Yes, easy. Cool. Alright.
Please be small. I would love that. I would love Dental to have like
That would be
tiny-
fucking
the
hilarious.
tiny god.
8'10", 1 foot tall.
There
A fairy.
there is a gnome. It is not Dental's.
It's a halfling.
Is halfling in there as well?
I think you chose one.
Yeah, gnome for the short ones. Gnome, halfling, dwarf. Depending on how big you are, tiefling could be smaller than you, and an elf. But behind you, Dental, you would hear. Let me just check what I write. Okay, this is this is going to be an interesting fucking voice. Okay. It's not even the word from.
Incredible.
I tried a little bit.
You did. It was okay. That's good.
Rin's voice was cool.
Well, that there is a mighty fine tune you got going.
I do bongos. Bongo. 11 intelligence.
Definitely, it doesn't need smart people. Well, do you reckon we should go and join your friends over there?
Hey, well, who are you?
I would be the one that everyone meets at the end.
Okay. What is what do they look like?
So, so as you turn to look, it's a dark green, be like dark green skin, but also a little bit pale and ashy, orc features. So like kind of large tusks going, rough kind of face, but not ugly, if that makes sense. Sort of like just a lined, older face, if that makes some sense.
Cowboy. Cowboy?
No. So in purple and green robes, you've seen some cultists, similar kind of like cultisty vibe situation going on. He looks like an older orc, like where you've seen Cheer. You know how there's some people in the world that look 20 until they hit about 50, and then they look like they're about 400?
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibe. He's like, where Chit still looks young, this one looks like he could be 400, or he could be like 70 or 80.
It's a deceptive face.
Yeah, deceptive, but like elderly. Not overly like, doesn't mean elderly and frail, but also looks like he could probably punch you through a wall.
Okay.
That
Like
kind of
old
like
biker.
Build.
yeah, like a rough old biker basically.
Okay. Yeah.
That would probably be like the best description. He's kind of like leaning on a bladed walking staff.
Bladed walking stuff.
So as in like, basically think a scythe, but like, yeah. So he's just like using it like a walking stick,
Okay.
kind of like an elevated kind of one to walk along with. Whether he needs it or not is a different story. But and then like got some dark leathers like underneath the robes. It's like not a full dress robe kind of situation. It's like a bit of a combination between the two.
Poncho.
Yeah, kind of situation going on. And then has a large, without knowing what it's probably from, looks like a lizard skull as like a crown or a headdress situation.
Yep.
And then another two, one on each shoulder,
Okay.
basically. And they're kind of like pauldrons, but then they would be from the skull of a large lizard or something of that sort.
Okay.
You could try and study it a little bit more if you wanted to try and figure out what they might be from, but that would be be a nature check. Don't know whether that's going to be any good, but
That's a +0. That's 17.
17. It almost looks like if it was on a bigger body, it could be like a dinosaur or a T-Rex head, or even a very big horned lizard or.
You recognise your reptiles?
So yeah, he's basically just like standing there waiting. He's like, "Well, shall we go and have a chat with your friends?
Yeah.
And we'll get this party started before I meet you again."
How tall is he?
Is
Is he taller than me?
What are you at?
He's like, is he
8
taller than me?
foot 10.
8 foot 10. No, he's not taller than you.
Taller than me.
Yeah, he's kind of got like a little bit of a hunch to him. He seems like he may or may not be playing up the the elderliness. You whether he's just like, I'm tired, boss, or whether he's just like,
I'm tired, Grandpa.
yeah. So yeah, he could be playing it up, could be just it is what it is. But he's sort of like, you know, not hobbling, but yeah, he's like leaning on the cane. Yeah. And there's kind of like a almost like a crutch or whatever, he can just sort of like lean on it a little bit and walk forward with it.
It's actually got like the old slice with the handle.
Yeah, there's the handle in there, but the blade is facing backwards, he's not pointing it at anyone. That's for sure.
We make our way to the middle.
Yeah, everyone sort of like approaches in the middle.
What's the theme music for this?
Well, I did have a theme song, and then I realised I'm pretty sure that's Jimmy Barnes. So let's not stick to Jimmy Barnes. Anyway, I don't know.
Jumanji?
It's a running name.
Jumanji was the bongos, wasn't it?
Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji. Yeah.
Something like that.
No, country roads. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was getting
Take me home, everyone. Let's go.
Okay.
Kind of hard to recognise on
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's fine. So it's a rendition.
Reimagining.
Yeah, but everyone's sort of like, you'll approach the centre with all your extra guests, and yeah, everyone can now see all the different ones. Calliope hanging off someone.
I'm just confused.
Arabin running after a horse man. Chit begrudgingly following a little stocky, angry looking dwarf. I'm gonna fucking need this.
And now the new friend just leading.
Yeah, your new frail friend leading a birdman, half bird, half man, and Dentor walking and playing a odd tune on his bongos as him and a elderly orc approaching the inner circle area. And Geo with a she's like not skipping, but she's kind of like, you know, just slowly walking along like a child. Very, very much childlike is what it's kind of giving off in you. Yeah. And you know, you'll come back into the centre. It's gonna be fun. Trying to flip between six fucking voices.
This is where you need your soundboard.
Yeah. There's it. I love those equipments,
I was
I guess.
just saying, it'd be horrendous for you if you had to do a Kenku.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is there one?
There is not.
Shows all the other
I did not punish myself like that. I already gave myself hard enough ones between a fucking Scottish Irish dwarf and a goddamn frickin' Southern American orc. Trust me, I already picked the hard ones. They're not even the worst. I think of any of them that kind of speak up. So they, like, as everyone gets to the centre, the only one that has to kind of dislodge anyone is, like, the large man is just like, okay, can we, I don't think this is going to work, me talking down to you like this, dear. I don't want to talk down to you because that feels just terrible. So, can we have a little decorum, please? Look, here, we don't have to stand at so many brothers, sisters, what? And he just snaps, and there's like, almost like a ring of like comfy seating. So, cushioned chairs and things just like up here.
So like takes the front seat, like just ready.
Yeah, it's kind of like in a ring, like a semicircle on that side, and then they kind of like all array themselves on the other side.
So we're on one side there, and
yeah, like just so that everyone's like the salt and pepper ASMR sort of like sits, like reclines back in like a full high wing back chair that he made for himself. He's like, well, everyone, please have a seat, and we'll
Chip decides to stare just to have that little bit of control over the situation.
I was going to say, Jim wasn't going to sit.
oh yeah, like
yeah, he's
they
just
all like they like where your like the comfy kind of like
Yeah.
chairs appeared for you guys. He's like, please sit, take a load off. They've all like got their own chairs in their own style. His,
Like
as I
Star
said,
Wars.
yeah, but his is like a large, ornate, over the top.
Of course.
Of
That
course.
was going to be my next question, was who commands, I guess.
We'll see. So yeah, that's that. The youthful one with the orbs sort of like doesn't. She sort of just like wanders around the group. The dwarf kind of like summons up like a stone chair basically, but there is like, it looks like roots, but it's more like tendrils of black that kind of like blink out of it and seep into the ground. The birdman kind of just like sits cross-legged on a very simple.
Cushions.
Yeah, it's like a cushion, but still kind of very simple. He seems like the most monkish of any, if you will. The orc kind of pulls up a. What would he pull up?
Like a seat.
More like his is like a. His is where one is gaudy and like over the top. His is like an understated, simple but nice, sort of has a lot of respect, it seems, from the others. And the centaur just kind of like kneels down to be
It just got
closer to everyone's height. Oh, well, I mean, he's probably like with Dentor, he's like, yeah, he's a little bit above Dentor, but only because of the fucking horns.
We'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, he like comes down to
I'm
sort of
thinking
like
that the
closer
centaur
to-
has like a sort of armrest kind of thing.
Yeah, rather than
yeah.
that. Yeah, it's like this one up, and he's just
Yeah.
like kind of
Yeah.
like reclines on the side
Yeah.
of this sort of thing.
It's just a wall that appears that he just
Yeah. But the youthful girl kind of like circles around and she's like, well, now that we are all here, welcome friends, I guess. It's nice to see you all in the, well, not really in the flesh as such. You understand, you're clearly not here. It's more of like a projection of yourselves. You can feel and touch and see and interact, of course, but we didn't pluck you from your cave over yonder. And she just like points off in the distance.
Great.
We didn't pluck you and pick you from your cave and bring you here, if that's what you're all worried about. I know there's some that are railing against things.
So,
As you were closer,
Chip's understanding is that, with that being said, is that someone's like telepathically trying to communicate with him through dreams?
roll an Arcana check.
Oh, damn it. It's an 8.
Maybe. You all were a bit close to death there. We were a little worried.
This doesn't feel like I was on death's door anymore kind of vibe. For her to say that she hasn't plucked us.
Is that what Geode's saying, or you're just asking me?
Asking you.
No, it doesn't feel like. Yeah, it's not like a point between life and death.
Yeah.
So I asked if it was me being asked or Geode was asking. So, you're all here because obviously, well, like I was saying to your friend Geode here, you weren't necessarily off your path, but I feel like you were all a little bit misguided in ways, or how should we put this? Unsure of where you all wanted to go next, or what would be next. I understand you were hunting for one of our... Hunting is such a harsh word, but you were searching for one of our lesser kin, shall we say. Our brother's champion of such. Noble endeavour, but Mal is currently lost in the maelstrom to the south of here. Southeast. But it would help him for sure. But there are closer problems at hand, we feel. And we decided we needed to understand where you guys would all be at in your decision-making process on that. Whether you were open to our guidance in the matter, or whether you wish to continue along that path.
I for one would be open to guidance.
A sensible one in the group of you. Not that there are wrong or right choices in this. You are completely free, with your own free will, to do what you wish, but we just needed to get an understanding of where everyone was at. Whether you were wanting to continue down that path, or whether you were perhaps put in a different direction, whether you'd be amicable to that.
Are you saying that the current path that we're on has reached a hiccup?
Well, in a way, you're...
What path? We were given a job to do when we were doing it. We were never given some sort of divine job before this. We were simply helping out a temple for money.
It would be silly to assume that that's all that was. Nothing happens by chance.
You were... yes. And she just sort of like looks... It's almost as if she's looking off the mountain, but not. They play such silly little games. And then like looks back. Arabin, your passive's fairly high, passive perception. I think yours is at least a 17 off the top of my head. 16, 17?
I'm on a 15 for a passive.
Yeah, his wisdom's higher.
That's a +7.
No, your passive one is
Yeah.
17, yeah. You noticed that basically where she glanced was like directly towards the sea that you flew over. They play such silly games, silly pastimes. Yes, you were put on a path for a job, as you will, for money, such material things. However, it was at the behest of the churches, was it not?
Yes.
I take jobs from many different people.
You hear like a dwarf chuckle off to the side. Well, you
Oh, that's... yeah,
just
don't worry
relax,
about that.
yeah. Well, think of this as a job, if you will. We can pay you out for what was owed for the previous one. or you can continue on and complete it. It's completely up to you.
What is the new job?
Well, seems one of our brothers has taken it upon himself to begin the acquisition of land, if it were, and bring about what he desires, which is war.
Sounds fine.
It would be, yes.
I mean,
That was easy. She kind of like says to the orbs that are flying around, like, that was surprisingly easy. And then like looks back at the group. Now, it's less my opinion, my brother here, and like gestures at the dwarf, brought this to our attention. And he's like, he stands up from his stone throne, basically, for lack of a better term. Our nasty little brother decided that he wanted to acquire the land that I had sectioned out for myself. Happens to be your kin's home.
Pure just like alert straight away, just like not liking where this conversation is going at all.
so this is a personal vendetta then.
I was going to say, this is an internal rift.
Aye. We don't all see eye to eye, that's for sure. Same character. He turned, he like looks. Turns to you, don't like that one.
That just makes me like him more. This just makes me like him.
It's just like, James, are you looking, point of question, are you ever looking like directly at him, or would he be like in the kind of peripheral of your eye?
Chidgary is very good at acting more confident than he is, so he would be able to keep eye contact when he says things like this.
Okay, no, it's just a question.
I thought it would have been a respect of refusing to make eye contact. Like looking in the middle of the forehead instead of directly.
No,
No, it's actually a stare down of like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he grumbles a little bit. He's like, it would be seen as a internal squabble, I guess. However, what he's doing to the people, he's setting them against your kind, and like looks over at Arabin. What the whole situation that you got thrust into was where it all began.
can I maybe put two and two together for what's happened and like in the cave, back at Granshore, what he's saying?
Yeah, I mean, basically, like, what he's getting at there is, it seems like this other brother is sort of making a power play to get this whole area, basically, is what it seems like he's going for, because he's gone for the orcs over here as, like, a start point, and then mentioned the elves as
Yeah.
well, which is what you guys saw.
So it's
going
from
back at
Orcs,
Granshore.
Granshore, and into the forest with the.
So Pusho turned to the dwarf, and this is like, I'm going to try and pronounce the name of command right now.
Yeah.
And Pusho said, so put it this way, your goal, like, it's you guys, you want us to go to Orcish City, right?
I mean, that would be my preference, yes.
Right. And say, this band of, 6 people go to the city. What are you expecting actually from us to do?
Personally, I would like you to shut down what they got going on there. And, I mean, take it in my name if you can. The city as a whole.
And what would I get in return for this?
Would you like to rule it?
It's like Ginny Joe's like, you can put part of my personality. Sure, I want to rule the city. It's like,
In name, you don't have to be present, but you want a city, you want anything. What do you want?
I want to be free.
Pretty sure I gave you the tools to do that.
No, free of anything, of anyone. Any being, any deity, I want free to be free.
Okay, how about you do this? You are.
Pretty much he like puts his like hand out and shake the dwarf as a sort of a sealed agreement.
Okay,
So two on one, two
Yeah.
down.
reaches for it and like shakes Kid's hand. Hey, you take the city for me? You're out of what we got.
Yeah.
So what's his power play? Brother? You said brother, didn't you?
Aye, brother.
It's Tay-Tay.
Hmm?
It's to do with Tay-Tay.
Well, his play is he likes to collect things, and he collects those that are broken because they are the ones in the most abundance. He wants a war because that increases the amount of the ones that are in need of him. Pretty sure if he wanted to, he'd need to, if the whole world's in war and everyone's dispossessed and injured and broken,
Mm-hmm.
there he is. He has the world. Was a pretty good way to do that.
So to stop him now is to stop him before he gets in power.
Oh,
Full.
wherever there's broken, he'll be. But this is to stop a larger area for his influence.
Can I just confirm what your brother's name is?
We only mention smaller, shorter names, versions of, but Vor is what we generally call him.
Could I put that together that's who?
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Love that for me.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. Love.
How are we supposed to accomplish this task?
Well, we don't know entirely who's in the city for him yet. He's probably not there himself, being similar to ourselves in this situation. But you can guarantee he'll probably have one of his offspring would be the closest word you could refer to it as. Our champions. Probably got one
These,
installed or
these creatures of great power? Or these champions?
depends where they're at. If they're just coming into it, probably a little bit easier to knock them off.
Do they bleed?
Aye,
Do you bleed?
we all do.
Yeah.
Best part.
Off table, we didn't know that Acolyte was going to be a champion or was going to.
We did know he was
I mean, we
Yeah.
found out at the end.
Okay, yeah.
Because the person in the cave, the thing that we were fighting, that your dad's head was there, said that
He was-
the champion.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I couldn't remember that.
Give me a insight check.
Who?
Oh, no, actually, it's above table. When the cultist in the cave said champion, it didn't seem to, lack of explaining a bit better, carry the same weight as when these guys are saying champion. So it's kind of, kind of like a lieutenant, god, champion. So it was kind of like a maybe an in between, or maybe can step up or whatnot, but didn't seem like when they are saying champion that they were talking about what was in the cave. That was sort of like a lesser step down. This is like their second in command, third in command sort of situation.
So, can I turn to the lady and be like, the task that we've been given, if we diverge away from this, is it for better or for worse?
I mean, we could still go after Male's champion. Would probably help him out a little, but it's not critical, as you can see that. Well, how rude of us! And like looked at like one of the orbs. How rude of us! None of us introduced ourselves. Male is our brother of the elemental world. He is lost a little bit to some problems down south. It would help him out with what he's going through, but he's not here with us, and like gestures to like the other five.
This is a bigger task.
It would help him. I'm not saying it's not, and it's not that I don't want to help him. I want to help all of them. We all do, because we're all strained. However, I don't know if he would even be willing to help us in this endeavour. Is more of the bit I'm getting at here.
Okay.
We all have our own plans and designs and desires, wants and needs, but stopping war is not one of Male's. Male is like the elements out for himself and ever changing. But I have a few names, but you can call us Lowen.
Lowen. You can give this loaded young later.
I am Lowen, or we are Lowen. Then we have Anon over here, and just as a bird person. We have Zal, the ever audacious. We have Ark, and just as a big orc. Ark. Okay. Nylor, and just as at the dwarf. Seal, and just as at the central. I think that was all for
Yeah, everyone? Yeah. Does she command the most presence?
As in like reverence?
Yeah.
Or like, how do you mean?
I'm trying to word it
I
in
mean,
my brain as well.
they all have presence.
Yeah, but like
different
because
versions
she's
of
at
presence.
the
and
fore
yeah.
kind of thing.
Like leading.
Yeah, at the moment, they all seem.
Yes and no. She just seems the most talkative. I mean, the others are like, some of them are wanting to, or like about, this and that. But it seems like her and Nye are the two that are kind of like leading this sort of point. The others are all watching each of you, but if you were talking the one that kind of like has reverence, as in like they like it really of all of them is Ark. Ark has the like of any of them, like even Zal with his audaciousness, like Ark is basically, they had 5 chairs set up, or 5 spots, and then she was just floating around. Ark is like center.
Yeah.
Like, on his simple, nice chair, Zal is like, you could tell he wanted to be center, but also was to the left.
Yeah.
Like, obviously wants to with the audacious chair. So, of the ones that has, like, the authority, basically, of the 6 of them, Ark is the one that has the total authority over the whole group.
Okay.
There's some that think they're the boss, and then there's those that are
They're
the
sort
boss.
of playing it.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
For whatever reasons.
Yeah.
So you said those two, the girl and what's
The
his
dwarf.
face?
Yep.
Yeah. Are the one that's been talking the most.
Yes.
Can Geode will he pick up Ark's sort of presence? Like, well, I guess he's front and center, isn't it? Kind of thing.
Yeah. He's like right back. He's sitting. He's listening and taking everything in. But it's almost like there's like slight little head turns or whatever. It's almost like whether there's like a whisper in his ear or a wheeze that he's always just tracking and picking up on.
Okay.
But he's listening to everything going on.
Can I look at him and then glance at the other ones that haven't really spoken and be, what's everyone else's opinion on this? Is this a family feud that needs to be quelled? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Is this siblings just bickering?
Yeah, like, is this...
Ark does speak up here, because I'm sure it was said at...
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to say it's just civil rivalries, but we're always at each other's throats, so I don't know if you could call it rivalries. I mean, not here in Vor, they're probably fighting over who gets it first, but who called it first. I called it first. You did not. Guys got there first, don't even fucking stop. You're bustling in on your other brother's territory, but I'll save that for later. Could be down to sibling rivalry, but I also know that if war gets his way, I'm no good busy man.
In preventing one war, are you going to start another?
Geode would actually...
That I don't know. I'm not the only seeing one.
Can I look at...
You go.
So people turn to you, just like, Have you ever seen what happens to an orc city when you kill all the leaders?
No.
But you said the whole city wanted to know, like, because I know she's the Fates.
Yeah. So you see the you see the joyful like skip. It stops like in this like off behind, or just in front of Ark, and the like light all like leaves the chest. Oh, sorry, from the entry hole there, and it goes back to like the mute greys and blacks and whatever, and then the darkest of the three orbs enters in, and you see it shift from where there was the vibrant gold hair and the like flowy silky robes and that and the supple young youthful look. It's like haggard old, like the oldest crone you'd ever see. Like Ark looks old, she now looks 100 times older. One eye completely, the left eye completely black, like blank, like a void of light, basically. And the other side is like a very dimmed grey. Actually, right, a void, not void. Yes, we are the all-seeing ones. We do not know what path lies with what once they get tangled. Don't know where it all ends. Except for with him. Like, looks back over at Ark. Like, back over the shoulder. Everything goes to him eventually. You, us, except him. Whether it starts a second war or not is not really much of a much. Wars happen between you all, but unfortunately some of us start them. We'd rather war didn't, but sometimes these things can't be helped, and that's when we step in. And why we bring you in. We can't do anything down there ourselves, especially not in our stronger forms, so we can find you all in these.
Can I study Anon's behaviour as she says this?
He's writing. So he's pulled out one of his, yeah, like,
Of course he
He's
is.
documenting this.
yes,
He's scribed.
he's scribed.
He's like the, what is it, the...
Sonographer.
whatever the
Chloroform,
yeah.
He's not scribing. So he's got a tome and it's like a fucking tome. You're like, where the fuck was that book hiding? Because it weren't in any of the other ones. But he basically just has like a tome like propped up on his knees where he's sitting. And he's got like 5 or 6 quills all like going, and like one is doing the main thing, and then as things are like said or not, and then like there's corrections and additions and add-ons done, and there's like it's you also see that there's like 5 or 6 like lines per line, whether it's talking about what actually happened, what the intention, like all the different types of the things, so that he doesn't miss any note whatsoever.
Minutes
Like there's minutes, and then there's like the seconds of minutes that also occurred at the same time, and
Vibe check.
I guarantee you cannot understand. Like you catch snippets of words, but they're like jumbled in with other words over the top, and you're like, who the fuck can actually read that? Yeah, it's short form with like 6 lines of text on top of each other, with like notes and fucking side notes and indexations and all this other jazz.
I imagine like the page is like quickly turning as well as he like feels.
Yeah, it's like as it gets down, he's just like, but he's like watching you all as it's just going in front of him, and he just like hand gestures, and it's just like page just like turns over on its own accord, and he like have another scroll that's off to the side that's like taking more notes.
Drawing the picture of what's
Yeah. So he's just like currently just studying everything, watching like this whole scene. It's almost as if he will take all this information, note it all down, and then it will be archived at some point. Like he's if he can't capture it in a photograph or a video, he's literally like taking every note so that it's in record. That it's there.
You said to me that some of your siblings would not be happy about this meeting, implying that there's multiple that wouldn't approve of this.
There are. Where some of us sit is on the neutral ground. Myself, I'm just here to record. Ark is just here to be a friend at the end of everyone. Lowen here is just to make sure that everything flows as it is, and as it will, and as it does. Male is just nature, primal. Siob over here is just that lives upon it. The animals, the plants. And Nyx is the balance of all of it. Everything. We're the neutral parties in all this. We can't side with either side, because if we do, then we're no longer neutral, and history and knowledge is not something you ever want to have swayed one side or the other. It's not good if the victors write their histories. It's skewed.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound neutral if, I can't even remember, the dwarf says he wants that city for himself, and
So as they were talking about neutral.
Well, he said that he already put down his roots there, and it's been taken from him. So he's reclaiming the city in a sense.
Zal and I both sit down and they're like, well, yes, they're all neutral. Nye and I here have different opinions on things. And yes, Vor would not be happy knowing that we're here. But he's also aligned in ways of our doing of things. And our holier than thou brothers and sisters would also not agree. But it's fine. Just as you guys are leaving, right in the middle of, like, just as Zal gets to the end of, they're not here, so that's fine. There's like it's almost like a whip crack of a chain, cracks out across the room, across the area. Yeah, whip crack of like a chain, basically, like it out across the area. And which one would it be? Oh, basically the one next to where you were, at Zell's, number 6. Then a flash of light and like a gravelly laugh of a voice.
and we'll leave it there.
Yep.
Incredible.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yes.
I need to figure out how to get powers after my contract's ended. Yeah, with my 7 intelligence.
Is there a way to up your intelligence by studying more?
technically, I think you need to like study for years about the rules.
Alright, thanks for watching. Peace out.